DJ Ingwell, thank you so much for bringing us into the Power studio.
No problem. Thank you for having me and choosing to follow me around, I guess.
You're welcome.
It's my pleasure.
Paparazzi for the week-ish.
Yeah.
I wanted to comment on the facial hair today. Can you tell us the story behind that? You're a fashion icon.
Oh, I guess, something new. No, but actually it was a better dare from my friends to do. It's like I'm the only one who could grow facial hair from all my Asian friends who could grow a full beard. So I'm the chosen one to rock this, monkey tail.
Beautiful. It's going to be featured on like every artist from now on.
So, yeah, maybe, hopefully. That'll be dope.
Okay, so I want to know, I guess, how you started getting involved with music.
Okay. Man, ever since I was a kid, I guess, just, my older brother, always looked up to, well, he was DJing first, was around, all his friends were DJs, and I just looked up to him like, oh man, that's tight, like I want to do that. In high school, I finally got my own turntables. I begged my parents to buy me turntables around high school and started DJing house parties. And that's when I really got into like hip hop culture, started breakdancing and all of that, and making music, making beats, trying to rap, I did all that, So around high school, middle school, high school, I got into it. Yeah.
So how good are you at rapping?
I'm not gonna rap. Don't even bring it up.
No? We can't hear a mixtape?
Nah. One day. I know some people have some hidden gems, that'll come out and embarrass me and
oh. I mean, at least you have your mixes to throw back in their face.
Oh yeah.
So let's talk about your style of DJing. How do you classify it?
My style of DJing, I like to call it 2.0 style, 2.0. My style, because hip-hop DJing and DJing as a whole started with vinyl records, mixing. That's how it was back in, I guess, 70s and 80s, You didn't have computers and CDs, so it started with vinyl and matching those records together. So that art form still, like to a certain extent still exists this day, and I still integrate. Now there's so many styles of DJing, I guess. You could use vinyl, CDs, MIDI controllers. You could DJ with a little iPad now, But like I still use vinyl because that's, I feel, the true essence of the DJing and of what it is, of what the art is. And technology has allowed you to, incorporate the new style, being more creative with the just traditional, feel and the art of DJing. And I try to keep true to those roots. That's what you have to do as an artist, always change, or you'll be stuck, you'll be left behind. So I had no problem adapting to it and adapting my style to it, to anything, so. It's like a new style, like, I think I'm doing that's like kind of ahead of its time. I don't know, ahead of its time, but like something new to, like I'm a hip hop DJ at heart, hip hop, and like scratching, juggling, the art of like battling that whole style. But like I got into like all my friends were like ravers and this and that. It's like house music, and I've never gotten into it until like the past couple years. And I experienced that world, like I went full into that world. And like you could learn so much from like different types of music, aside, I was such a hip hop head growing up, what I'm saying? Like it was like so different, but like I went into it, like I loved it, and there's so much, like the art of DJing is there, but in a different way. And I think I'm just like, incorporating both sides, like of a hip hop DJ and the best of a EDM house DJ, rave DJ. So I think, I call it my style 2.0, doing those two together.
And can you kind of describe the experience of DJing? Like this kind of sounds like an easy question, but what do you love about it?
Besides the fact, like, I've gotten to a point where I'm blessed, like, I get to do what I love, in the club, and, in a huge club, and all those people, and you're that guy controlling the music, controlling the vibe, it's like, it's a pretty good feeling, you're there, and, like, you have that control to make or break that night, so it's like, the satisfaction, besides that, and it's just the love of it, the love of music, and that's what DJing is. Like, you want to share your love of the music, of the song. You hear a dope song, like, dude, this is tight. Oh, can't cuss or no?
No, you can't.
Okay. And this song is tight. Like, I'm gonna play this like tomorrow night, and it's gonna go wild. You know what I'm saying? Like, sharing you and like bringing it out. That's what DJing is about. You know?
Yeah, definitely. And what would you say? I mean, hip hop, but what would you say your biggest influences are?
So many. It's always like a cliche question. Was yeah, there is so many. You know, it's like hip hop. I started DJing like, you know, my first CD or tape that I bought was Dr. Dre and The Chronic. You know, that's like the hip hop inspiration. And you know, the first DJs I saw were like Filipino DJs, scratch invisible scratch pickles. You know, a Qbert shortcut, 8-track, and you know, so many now like, you know, like DJs from not hip hop, like Layback Luke, Afrojack, so much inspiration out there. Just take it, combine it.
And a lot of people would see you as so lucky because you get to do this for a living. What do you think is the hardest thing about DJing and the coolest? Because you're basically, you do what you love every day.
Yeah, I'm really blessed, you know what I'm saying, to make a living, making money, doing what I love. You know, it's not work if you love it, you know? So I'm not working. So it's crazy. But I guess, you know, there are some nights where, like, you know, you're at a club where you get, you know, like I know you've probably heard the stories before, those DJ horror stories, or like you get requests all night, this and that, or, you know, but that's like, besides that, like, I have nothing to complain about, you know. What's
the craziest request or like the worst you've ever gotten?
Well, now, you know, Gangnam Style, that new song,
no!
You know what I'm saying? I'm always hearing that every night, you know, for the past month. You know, DJ, that's like such a wide range of types of places, types of venues, events. Like, I've gotten everything from like country music, like, or like even like, you know, like Spanish, like salsa music, mariachi, you know what I'm saying? So I've had to, like, you know, that's kind of a good thing. I've had to learn about all types of music, so it's not that bad. But yeah, I've gotten crazy requests like that.
Can we talk about how you got started DJing in Hermosa? And how you moved on to Power. You still DJ there, but how did that happen?
Well, I started DJing like professionally, like out in clubs, bars, whatnot, like in 2006 or 7, and you know, started doing that, and I did a couple spots in Hermosa, like, it's been so long ago. I was trying to piece it together with that. But like, yeah, like I hit up this one of the first spots I DJ'd there was a place called Dragon. It's called Waterman's now, and like that was like the first place that really gave me a chance, and like really, like, oh, this kid is special. Like, let's keep him. They kept me. Like, that was my first residency, you know, for me being a DJ. And I'm still there, like, you know, once a month. And from that spot, like a bar down the street, a club down the street heard of me, got me there for another night, you know, once a week. Another spot got me there, so I just went. And I was like, dude, I could, like, DJing is what I love to do. And that's when I finally realized, like, you know what, like, I might be able to make a living out of this. I might be able to do this, you know what I'm saying? So, and I was still going to school at the time, you know, I'm like, you know what, let's try this. And I guess in 2010, I was already DJing for like 2-3 years, like, you know, like, okay, this is cool. I'm making cool money. And in 2010, I got on the street team, Part01, like, you know, intern street team type stuff. 1 year later, I turned in my first demo a year later. And like the big guys, E-Man and Philly Fell, they liked it. The first one I did, they gave me my first chance January 1st, 2011. So it's like a whole year. And yeah, ever since then, 2012 now, so it's been like a year and a half being on air. So
that's so crazy.
Yeah. So just went, and I can't even, you know, looking back, it's like so crazy. So I'm definitely blessed to do it.
Intern to resident.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
What are some of the, I guess, obstacles, and did you ever think that you didn't want to do this anymore? You mentioned like DJing and being a party boy. You're kind of a party boy, and I want to know, has DJing ever made you like, I don't want to do this anymore, I hate nightlife, like I'm over it?
Yeah, I've always been a party boy. You brought that up. That's my first crew, PBX, Party Boys Express, you know.
Yes.
Shout out to them, you know. But yeah, it's like one of those things, you know, you hear that term, like, can't trust the skinny chef, you know, like, my thing is you can't trust a DJ who doesn't party. That's what it is, like, a DJ, you provide that environment, you provide that, you know, the party, so